My name is Art Disloges, and I represent the Massachusetts chapter of the Sierra Club. The Sierra Club is the oldest and largest grassroots organization dedicated to protecting our environment and standing up for environmental justice. Environmental justice requires that those who are impacted by a public policy decision must get real and meaningful input into that decision. Tonight, my remarks center on the forced evaporation of water containing nuclear materials and other contaminants into the public air. The community fears that this is a threat to our health, our environment, and our economy. We are not reassured by the information provided by the NRC.
He read this, he wrote this.
History is replete with instances when people were exposed to deadly materials that were mistakenly thought safe. We just faced a similar threat of radioactive exposure with the planned discharge of 1 million gallons of radioactive water into Cape Cod Bay. Faced with this threat, our grassroots groups and stakeholders banded together to compel regulators to consider our health, our environment, and our economy. As a result, they issued a tentative ruling to deny Holtec this discharge permit. Today, there are still questions about this forced evaporation and how this will impact us. But our call is far more than the answers to these questions. Our call is to ensure we have a meaningful voice in any public process and policy that impacts us. That is the decision of whether to allow forced evaporation or not. Faced with this threat of forced evaporation, we will mobilize again. We are not powerless. This week I will file citizens' legislation in the Massachusetts State House calling for a moratorium on this evaporation to a newly appointed commission studies and reports on its impact to our health, environment, and our economy. Like last time, we will collect more than 1 million signatures on a petition asking the governor to investigate the legality of this evaporation and defend the Clean Air Act. I and others from our coalition will give oral comments at the Plymouth Board of Health meeting this Wednesday and urge them to consider restrictions to this evaporation under Massachusetts general laws. We will relaunch our rallies, our marches, our public outreach, and much, much more. In closing, our request and our quest is for justice. We call on our elected public officials, our business community, our grassroots groups, and especially our residents to join us. Thank you.